guys, this is Esddi here. Today's video is about few tips for staying joyful. It's a video that I desperately need right now because I have not been so positive, joyful or happy person that I can be in the past few months. And although I have done pretty good job containing it in here so it's not visible, but I can tell you that it's still some sort of mental tsunami going on here. And it's not a good feeling. This video is equally inspired by a question a friend asked me recently, and the question says, how do you keep a grateful and a positive mindset at your lowest? So the first thing for me is to celebrate the life that I've got right now. Like I woke up this morning feeling so good to be alive, and I have a roof over my head, food to eat, and a job to go to. Just pause and be grateful for these seemingly little things of life that for me are the greatest of them all. It is really like saying that out loud and reminding myself of all the things that I already have versus the things that I want or the things that I think that I need. It's already so reassuring and humbling that there is so much beauty around us at all times. It's just when we are stuck in our mind that we tend to forget that there is beauty, there is joy, there is happiness all around us. And I think we are separated from all of that because we are so caught up in here. The second thing is to remember that it's all temporary. Like life is all feelings. Positive feelings, negative feelings. Like it's impossible to feel one way all the time. It's impossible to feel positive all the time. It's impossible to be productive all the time. It's also impossible to be happy all the time. And I think it's just an unrealistic expectations that we have set for ourselves. Take for instance, I want to be like XYZ, I want to strive to do this or that. All these cause a lot of uneasiness and stress in our lives. And we know that life comes in seasons and in cycles. And you need to feel not too good to break out of it eventually. And even being uncomfortable is a good sign that you're about to break through and that something awesome is about to happen. The third thing is to focus on what's important to you. Like once you're able to step out of your head and remind yourself of what's important to you. Like for me is that my family are great, they are doing well, and I'm in good health as well. And I am working so hard to keep my work environment accident free, even though recently we got a non-conformity quality report, but still I'm doing everything possible to get it better for next time. Just stepping out of my head and saying it out loud, like, okay, these are what's important to me, and all these other stuffs, like I've been making this video for the past 2 hours and I am looking at it and saying, oh, I would have loved to do it like this, or I would have loved to change certain things, but I'm just saying it's okay, it should be fine. Like as long as I keep working, as long as I keep doing what I have to do, I will eventually get there. The fourth thing is change what you can and let go of what you can't change. Like if you're not feeling the best of you today, why aren't you feeling the best of you today? Is it your job? Is it relationship? Is it your health? Like the question is, what can I do about it? Can you call a friend? Can you change your approach towards work? Or do you just want to take some time off and relax, take care of yourself? Like, is there any actionable steps that you can take? Take it. By all means, do it and just be proactive. But if what's stressing you is out of your control, something you cannot do anything about, then let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but the more you practice this, it will get a lot easier over time. Another thing I said to her was to take some time off your day and do one thing that makes you happy. For me, it's my quiet time. So it's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, and it's that moment when I shut down and just listen to music, study, and sometimes just sing out loud. But it's that quiet time for me. But lately I've been slagging so much because my days have been super busy, and seriously, that's just an excuse, because if I cannot get 5 minutes of my day for myself, then why am I doing anything in the first place? So if you're watching this video now and you haven't spent that few minutes for yourself today, I would say pause and just go do that one thing that makes you happy. or if you like to continue, you can watch until the end, but make sure you take that time out for yourself. It's very important. So the last thing I like to say is something that I think I really need to hear myself. And it's despite the voices that you hear in your head, despite whoever you've convinced yourself that you are, despite like whatsoever, you know what's going on in here. I just like you to pause and give yourself a pat on the back and say, you are doing great and you will always do great. And it's okay for you not to feel okay. And every once in a while, it's okay for you not to feel motivated or positive because it's human. At the end of the day, we really are our biggest critics. We push so hard on ourselves, and there's so much things we want out there as human, and that's what makes us unhappy. So for me, it's really about accepting yourself, loving yourself, and taking better care of yourself, and let go of the things that are pulling you towards different direction. Then be grateful for where you are today, because that's what makes the difference. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you drop me a comment below? And if you have other topics you'd like me to talk about, drop it at the comment section as well. Thank you so much for watching once again. Don't forget, you are the best of you. You are doing good and you will continue to do good.